everyone, Leslie of Life Holistically, also Mom's Essential Oil Evolution. Today I wanted to talk to you about purity of your essential oils and finding essential oil companies that you can trust. I do not support just one essential oil company. I've purchased from many, and I try not to have a propensity to call out others as well. But I will talk about one issue that I do see in the community, if you will. So the first thing I want to talk about is organoleptic testing. It's something that I was taught to do in school and something that I've cultivated over the years. And I'm nowhere near an expert, as I know individuals who have been doing it for much longer than I have. But I aim to get there one day. It is a lot of fun. What exactly is organoleptic testing? It is sitting with a bottle of essential oil and putting a few drops on a perfume blotter stick and really smelling it, sitting with it, trying to describe the notes that you're smelling. I like to keep a diary of sorts to pay attention to how peppermint from one essential oil company may smell and vary from another. Peppermint is kind of where I suggest you start if you've never done this before. And you may find that one company's peppermint may smell earthy and minty, while another's may smell a lot more like candy. And I do want you to do your research here. Come back and tell me what you think you want to be smelling in a peppermint essential oil. You can do this with any essential oil as far as comparing company, but it's not just about comparing company. It's really cultivating your sense of smell. If you have an oil that perhaps has what we call has gone off or is oxidized, you want to be able to notice that not only in the appearance of your essential oil, which may be a little cloudy or may have moisture inside. The cap may have gone real crusty, maybe really hard to open. Now, that's not always the case with our wonderful essential oils like myrrh and patchouli and oils like that. I'm speaking about monoterpenes primarily. If your caps have gotten really crusty and it just doesn't smell bright and fresh anymore, right? If your lemon doesn't smell bright and like lemons, and you might go, something just doesn't smell right. Trust your nose, but it can be cultivated. And I have a diary that I did in school of varying essential oils. They had us test many of them and to come back and explain to all the other students what we got out of the essential oil. And it was a lot of fun to see. But not only that, but how strongly did they affect you? How did they affect you, positively or negatively? All of these things are really fun to have in a diary. The next thing would be price tag. Okay. I don't recommend buying essential oils from your local supermarket or a big box store or even Amazon. And this is no fault to Amazon because they couldn't possibly monitor this. However, you're going to find a lot of essential oil companies here selling in these venues that are not pure oils. Okay, so meaning they've been adulterated in some way. Now we can look at price tag as a very good indicator as to if our essential oils are pure, if our company should be trustworthy, if you will. Okay, we can look at rose essential oil or inula essential oil or even Roman chamomile essential oil. Okay, I think Roman cam is probably an essential oil that everybody has in their home. Has a lot of wonderful uses. It's a bit more costly. I wouldn't call it expensive in comparison to rose, but it's a bit more costly. You're not going to find a 5 ml bottle for $5.99 or a 10 ml bottle for $9.99. That's a red light to me, or a red flag rather, as is having 5, 6, 10 essential oils sold in a store and they all have the same price or very, very similar. in price. That's kind of a warning signal to me too. So I wouldn't recommend purchasing essential oils in a big box store or even on Amazon. Now, there are specific companies like Plant Therapy who sell on Amazon, and you can tell whether or not it is genuinely Plant Therapy or if it's an individual. Okay, that's a little bit different. I would still recommend going to their website, but that's just me. Okay, the next thing is going to be knowing your supplier by means of all of the information they provide you, the consumer. I like companies that provide me the GCMS testing results of their essential oil. Now, me as a blender, I like to know the levels of constituents and what I'm getting in a particular oil, because that's going to tell me how that oil, as well as the oils that I blend it with, how it's going to behave, what's going to be my end result, and sometimes even what it's going to smell like. So I prefer the GCMS test, and I print that with every essential oil that I purchase. Now, on the label, I think it's important that many things go on the label. The batch number is really important to me, because if I have a problem with an essential oil, I can contact the company, tell them the batch number. We can go look at the GCMS or whatever else needs to be done to rectify whatever problem I'm having. I also want to know the chemotype. If I'm purchasing an essential oil such as rosemary or thyme that I know have multiple chemotypes, it's going to be really important for me to know which one I'm getting. Not only for their therapeutic value, but for their safety, okay? I blend for children a lot. I really love thyme linalool. It's an oil that I use often, but I would never blend with straight up a bottle that tells me Thymus vulgaris. I don't really know what's in that bottle. And some of the other chemotypes of thyme aren't so safe for children. So that's important to me. I want essential oil companies to tell me about safety. I realize the labels are only so big and you're not going to get a ton of information on it. But at the very least, I want the label to tell me that to be sure to dilute before applying to your skin or to keep away from children, something. I want to be able to go to their website, however, and get a lot more information. I think it's fun, the ones that tell me what these oils blend well with. That helps newer users of essential oils to feel empowered to make blends at home that are not only going to be therapeutic, but smell good. I also want to know the safety, okay? So if an oil isn't recommended for a kid under 2, I want to know that. I want consumers to know that. I want users to know that. If an essential oil has a maximum dilution ratio, and there are a number of them that do, I think it's important that the user right off the bat knows, okay, there's some special recommendations with this essential oil, and I need to research it so that I can use it safely, okay? Some oils are phototoxic. Lemon, for example. You need to know the percentages that you need to stay under in a blend. And if they even explain how that works for you or talks about proper dilutions for ages or how many drops that looks like, if they provide blogs or webinars or live videos, like all of those things are amazing. I'm not expecting every company to do that or I won't buy from them. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that the more information they provide you, the more transparent they are, the better. So those are essential oil companies that I would recommend supporting. Now, I'm not going to list essential oil companies in my video today because, again, I don't support only one. And there are a couple that I don't support. But I've kind of given you some reasons why. I don't think it's important to state those names. If you are happy using the essential oils you are and you feel confident in that company based on some of the things that I've told you today, then fantastic. I think that about covers everything that I wanted to talk about today. Look for more videos on this topic. And if you have friends that are using essential oils that may be brand new to them, that may have said, hey, I bought this essential oil at the store. What do you think? How can I use it? That kind of thing. Make sure you share this with them. Hit like. Even comment below with your questions. I'd love to hear your questions. I'd love to help you in any way that I can. Thanks, everyone. Until next time.